At midfield, number 9, Kyle Breitmeyer.
Wait.
On defense, number 15, Moreno Stepchinskis.
Fans, hello and welcome. This is a beautiful 4th of July afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us here for a very special match here in Mason, Michigan. It is the Michigan Milk Cup Final. AFC Ann Arbor taking on Lansing United. Excellent matchup here between two Michigan powerhouse clubs as we get set for the national anthem. Afterwards, we will bring you the starting lineups for both sides. Set here to get this match underway in the Michigan Milk Cup Final. We'll take you through the starting lineups now, fans. Lansing United starting off here in goal, Anthony Mwembia. Back four for Lansing United today, Bay Kurtz alongside Tyler Green, Ebenezer Akin. We also have Michael Watungu at the back. Interesting lineup here for Lansing. Midfield 5 with one forward player. The midfield 5, Michael Pimlott, DeJuan Jones, TJ Ifatori, Leroy Nzagusi, Steve Puna across the midfield there for Lansing United. And again, the one striker today, Kostimani for Lansing. Taking a look at AFC Ann Arbor's lineup, Nick Barry in goal. Very similar lineup for the Mighty Oak here. It's Nick Barry in goal. Back four, Jack Cawley, Breno Stapchinskis at center back with left back Serchan Jihan. Right back Stephen Turnbull. Midfield 3 of Mark Ibarra, Zach Bisher, and Jordan Montoya. Bisher and Montoya new to the starting lineup in the central midfield positions. Should be an interesting one there as well. Across the front 3, Kyle Breitmeyer on the right wing, Yuri Farkas on the left. Playing more centrally here for the Mighty Oak today is Chris Odiambo. Couple of strong sides here from both teams, as you see the captains there in the middle. Cawley and DeJuan Jones shaking hands and getting set to kick this match off here today. Temperature stands at about 92 degrees here in Mason. It's a hot one. It'll stick around that temperature throughout this match. Plenty of sunlight here on the natural grass field as the referees take their positions and get all set to go. Fans, we are just about ready to kick off the Michigan Milk Cup Final. Certainly should be a good one. AFC Ann Arbor clinching their second consecutive Great Lakes Conference title just this past weekend. As today the Mighty Oak will look to again secure a back-to-back title here, winning the Milk Cup last year in its inaugural campaign. Very excellent testament to Coach Rudland's men and his ability to put together a team and coach them to this stage of a tournament 2 years in a row, while simultaneously being conference champions 2 years in a row as well. Certainly should be a good one as a light breeze rolls through and the teams start to look to take their shapes. We are just about set to kick this one off. High fives all around. It will be AFC Ann Arbor to start things off here this afternoon on this Independence Day. Fans, we'd like to wish a happy 4th of July to everybody tuning in. We certainly appreciate you spending your day with us as we are just about set. Chris Odiambo standing over this one for the Mighty Oak. And we are underway here in Mason for the Michigan Milk Cup Final. AFC Ann Arbor playing from right to left in the white Capelli Sports shirts and shorts with black socks. Lansing United playing in the red tops and navy shorts and socks, playing from left to right to start off this first half. Early on pressure from Lansing United. Serjan Jihan drops it back for Breno, who clears. Should be a very interesting matchup on this natural grass surface. A couple of maybe different bobbles and bounces the ball may take as opposed to on a more even turf field. Speed of play will also be a little bit different. Things very dry here today. Should make for an interesting match. And Lansing really looking to get in early on here. You can see the high energy as Bisher was looking for Odiambo there, not able to connect. Now it's Bisher and Breitmeyer linking up on the right side. Nice deflection there. In the end, it'll go out for a Lansing goal kick. Wembia back to grab the ball there. And for this first goal kick of the match, he will play it short. Certainly keep our eyes on that as Lansing will look to maybe keep some possession. A little high pressure from Montoya there. Montoya playing in a deeper position than normal today. We're accustomed to seeing him out on the left wing. Here is Montoya stepping in to win. He and Odiambo linking up. Now Montoya pushes a little wider to the left. Heads for the touchline. He was looking for Farkas there. It's out for a throw-in. Good position for AFC Ann Arbor to start. Here is Yuri Farkas. Nice touch away from the defender. Into the middle for Ibarra. Ibarra looking for Breitmeyer down the right side. Just too high for him. Good opportunity there. Ibarra with the vision to try and scoop a pass over the back line for Breitmeyer. Not quite able to connect. And there you have it as Wembia looks to take this one long and clear some of the pressure early from AFC. Now Lansing looking to move down the left side. Cauley was back, and he'll send that one up the touchline. Breitmeyer brought it down. Ball still in play. Looked like it might have been heading out, but Breitmeyer did nicely to keep it in. Just wasn't able to bring it back under his spell. Lansing in possession now. Well, it's Turnbull and Breno able to sweep clear. DeJuan Jones was making the run there in the middle. It was cut out, though, by Cauley. Nice pressure from Farkas. He finds Odiambo, who lays it off for Bisher. Surveying, he'll look out to the right side. Here's Breitmeyer. Breitmeyer on the move. Ball was deflected off Stephen Turnbull. He was in a good spot, just couldn't intercept and control that one. Lansing take the throw quickly. Very fast-paced start here to this Milk Cup final. Both sides will be looking to really assert their dominance early on and try and grab hold of this game. Montoya getting in a battle early. Ball was on the touchline. It's played out. It'll be a throw-in for AFC. Jahan grabs the ball quickly. He wants to go fast. Now it's Farkas on the ball. Nice step over there. Takes it past two. Still Farkas. Looks for the cross into the box with the left foot. Good cross. Falls only as far as Bisher. One on him. Touches away. Serjan Jihan now on the wing. He'll drop it off for Farkas. Bright start from Yuri Farkas so far. A lot of play on this left-hand side. Ibarra for Breno. Breno looking again out wide, a little too long. He had Jahan on the touchline. A little bit heavy on the pass there. Ball taken past Serjan Jihan there as Lansing United looked to break. Run in the middle was coming in from Michael Watungu there. And in the end, Leroy Mzagusi was not able to find him. Right idea from Lansing, though. They'll be happy with that counterattack. Nick Barry looks again out to this left side. Yuri Farkas with a nice touch to bring the ball down. Cauley in for Ibarra. All the way back for Barry, who comes out outside of his box, and he'll just send it long. Ball's going to float up towards Odiambo. Great speed from Odiambo to put some pressure on the back line. Ball was out. It's a throw-in. Throw-in was taken quickly. Ball was on the field, though. Right idea from Odiambo to try and find Serjan Jihan. Jihan in for Farkas. Nice flick from Farkas to find Bisher. Now here's Serjan. Great cross. Doesn't find anybody, though. Breitmeyer with some good pressure on the right side. Lansing in a bit of trouble here. Carried out nicely there by Bay Kurtz. He was looking up the wing. Ball is kept in play. Now as Lansing's on the break, 3 numbers forward. Cross coming into the middle, deflected. Well defended by Cauley in the end. It was a vital interception. Lansing United have a corner kick. Extremely important defending from Jack Cauley there. United had 3 players streaming forward. As you see, AFC getting just about everybody back in the box to defend this one coming in. Here is the corner. It's taken short and low. Breitmeyer clears. Looking to find Odiambo. Good speed from Odiambo to try and get on this one. In the end, he does do. Dropping it back for Farkas. Now the Mighty Oak look to break. Plenty of space on the right side for Breitmeyer. Yuri Farkas goes towards the left instead. Here's Odiambo. Ball played towards the end line. Farkas looks for the cross. He does well to win a corner. Excellent work there from the Mighty Oak to break out. First corner of the match for AFC Ann Arbor. As it looks like it'll be Mark Ibarra heading over to take this one. Mighty Oak have a lot of height in this team. Certainly will be looking to capitalize as they did this past weekend to secure that Great Lakes title. It was Moko Watson on that occasion burying the header. As you see Stephen Turnbull coming short there. Ibarra drops it back instead for Serjan Jihan. Cross towards the near post with the left foot. Good cross there. Mwembia left in no man's land. Could have grabbed it. Instead he punches. Ball comes out to this right side now for Lansing United. Bisher doing well to win. Costimani was on the ball instead. In the end, Montoya will go all the way back to Barry. Barry with the distribution there to find Odiambo. Well, he wanted a throw in. Chris Odiambo doesn't get it in the end. It goes to Lansing United. A very lively opening, just about 10 minutes here. And giveaway there. Ball falls to the feet of Yuri Farkas. Possession still with Farkas. Now he'll find Stephen Turnbull on the right. Turnbull brought down. It looks like it'll be a free kick for AFC. Smart from Farkas to capitalize on the loose pass there. And again, another opportunity to try and get some numbers forward for Coach Rudland's men in white here this afternoon. It's Ibarra and Turnbull standing over this one. And in the end, Turnbull will leave it. It looks like it's Ibarra to take this free kick. From right around 35, 40 yards out on the right side, Ibarra does play one in towards the back post, looking for Cauley. Mwembia gets up well to gather. Danger was there. Good pressure from Odiambo to not allow Mwembia to get that goal kick out quickly, break up the attack. Nothing particularly dirty about that decision. Michael Watungu not too thrilled about it. Nice header from Montoya. It's a throw-in for AFC, which Turnbull will take right around the center line. Going down down the right side. Here is Odiambo, who's hugging that touchline when he can. Montoya. And in the end, the throw-in goes for AFC. Very bright start here from the Mighty Oaks. Certainly familiar with playing against Lansing United, who recently moved to the PDL. Have not played AFC and Arbor so far this season, are doing quite well for themselves in their new conference. Now it's Bisher. Ball was tackled out of play by Lansing. Jihan takes the throw quickly for Bisher. Bisher with the cross into the box. Doesn't find him. It falls for Montoya at the top of the box. Nice touches from Montoya to keep possession. He tries to play in for Yuri Farkas. He does find Farkas. Ball deflected in the end. It looks like Farkas was offside when he received that pass. Good link-up play, though, coming down that left. A lot of traffic so far here on this near side to start out this Milk Cup final. Wembia goes long. Colley, physical battle in the middle to win the header. Well, we know from watching Jack Colley so closely this season, very physical player. He was frustrated to have to exit due to a head injury in the last match. It was mostly precautionary at that stage, but you could tell just how much it means to him to be out there playing for this club. He did not like going off. Turnbull does nicely to win the ball. Now there's a break for Mighty Oak. Stephen Turnbull still in possession. Heading towards the end line with two defenders on him. And in the end, he goes down. Looks like it's a goal kick for Lansing United. Well, it was smart from Stephen Turnbull. In fact, it's not a goal kick, and Wembia just came out to gather. Smart play from Turnbull to win and try and drive forward. Just didn't have any options by the time he got to the end line. As we see Coach Rudlin there in conversation with the head referee. He and his two linesmen in conversation now. As you see the referee heading to the middle there to have a conversation with Michael Pimlett for Lansing United. Clear exactly what it's about. Something happened just a few moments ago. No cards, just a conversation from the referee. Stephen Turnbull to take the throw in. He goes long. Odiambo with the flick on. Nobody farther forward than him. He'll try to win it himself. Excellent speed there from Odiambo. So you see the Mighty Oak really looking to put the pressure on. Despite the temperature here, standing at around 90 degrees. Turnbull again. Smartly won by the right back. Here's Montoya. He tries to clip it out to the left side for Serjan Jihan, who keeps it in play. Jihan with a touch away. Leroy Nzagusi trying to close Jihan down. Was not able to do so, and now on the far side, Breitmeyer, who says he got his chest. In the end, referee whistles for a handball. Stevie Puna found a pocket of space in the middle there for Lansing, keeping possession. And Wembia with the ball now. No real pressure. Mighty Oak will have to pick their moments here. When to go and when to hold off, especially as this match wears on and stamina starts to drop a little bit. Breno read that one and cut it out. Ball over the top. Nick Berry wise to it. He's not too happy to feel the contact there. In the end, Barry had no trouble gathering that one, though. Here's Bisher. Mighty Oaks seemed very comfortable in possession early on here. Throughout the opening 15 minutes, Ibarra found Breitmeyer. Now the ball falls to the feet of Yuri Farkas. No clear-cut chances for either side so far. A couple of opportunities, nothing too serious. Montoya trying to keep up there in the midfield. Ball this time is going to come out wide. Right side, cross into the middle. Breno comes across, ball not out yet. It is Leroy Nzegusi on the ball now. He finds his teammate DeJuan Jones in the middle. Clipped ball trying to play in behind the Mighty Oak defense. In the end, easy for Barry to grab as he looks to unleash Odiambo. Try to play him quick, a little too quick though. Ball's out of play. It's a throw-in for Lansing United. Tyler Green looks to take this one. Fisher gives away what looked like maybe a foul. In the end, the referee says play on. Castimani was in the middle trying to get on the end of it, but Cauley sweeps clear. Strong challenge from the captain, Jack Cauley. As we are very accustomed to seeing from Captain Jack. And Nzegusi was offside. Well, now it is Cauley to take this one. Cauley drops it back for Nick Barry. And now Barry will switch the point of attack, heading out towards the right side. Here's Breno. Breno looks long to try and find Yuri Farkas. Excellent ball from Breno. Brazilians almost connecting there. And Wembia comes out to gather. Great pressure from Zach Bisher there. Throw in given away by Lansing. Coach Rudlin will be certainly very happy to see that. Clean, strong pressure from Bisher. As you see, Serjan Jihan now to take this throw in. He'll go short for Farkas. Ball still in for Farkas. In the end, it was off Tyler Green. Saw Yuri there gesturing, hey, play to my feet. Jihan tried to throw in for him to turn. Farkas unable to keep it. Ball was swept clear. Cauley and Breno keeping possession for AFC. Now it's Stephen Turnbull. Excellent match for Stephen Turnbull at the weekend. He was a key figure in that 1-0 victory for AFC Ann Arbor over FC Columbus. Again, securing that second consecutive Great Lakes Conference Championship in the NPSL. Turnbull was exceptional throughout that match at that right back spot. Jihan wanted a handball called against Lansing United. In the end, he does get it. It was Nzegusi, who's not too thrilled about that call going against him. Cauley looks out towards the left side. Here's Ibarra. Plays that pass in between Jihan and Bisher. Little miscommunication there. Tyler Green taking the throw in. Yuri Farkas with a nice turn. He'll look back towards the left. Here's Montoya. Montoya out on the touchline. He sends it into the middle for Breno. Breno finds the feet of Ibarra. We just tried to lay it off. In the end, it's a nice touch now going the other way for DeJuan Jones and Lansing United. Jones coming down the left, gets past Turnbull. Turnbull still there, he'll sweep clear. Lansing United have a deep throw in. We're 20 minutes into this one. Michigan Milk Cup final. AFC Ann Arbor 0, Lansing United 0, just ticking past the 20-minute mark. Been a very lively affair so far here. Breitmeyer tries to save the throw in. In the end, it's a corner kick for Lansing United. Their second of the match. As you see, a little bit of cloud coverage, keeping most of the field in the shade, at least for the moment. Corner comes in. It's a good height, headed on, and in the end, it's tucked into the back of the net. Lansing United score first. It looks like it may have been DeJuan Jones getting the last touch on it. It is 1-0 here in Mason. Well, fans, we saw there Jack Cawley not too happy about something, talking to the linesman perhaps. He thought there was an offside that wasn't seen. Maybe it was a foul in the box. Either way, Lansing United have the lead. Well, it had been a pretty even start here between the two sides. As the Mighty Oak get back into things here. AFC had plenty of possession and looking good going forward. No real chances, and in the end, it's Lansing United who strike first here in the Michigan Milk Cup final. Bisher taken down on the touchline. Tyler Green not happy about that one again. It is a free kick, though, for AFC Ann Arbor. Here's Ibarra. Work to do now for AFC. Serjan Jihan doing well to win the ball cleanly there in the middle of the field. And now Lansing United look to break. Ball coming in down the right side. Nzegusi crossing to the middle. And in the end, it's an own goal. Stephen Turnbull, very unfortunate there as Lansing United take a 2-0 lead. Turnbull was across to cover, got his toe to it. Ball hits the post and deflects in. Well, it's a 2-0 deficit now for AFC Ann Arbor. 23 minutes into this one. Fans, as we welcome onto this broadcast from Midfield Press, it is Fletcher Sharp. Fletch, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a little hot out here.
Very hot in Mason. What did you just see with that quick 2-minute spell there? I mean, we went from 0-0 to 2-0 in the blink of an eye.
I saw AFC Ann Arbor kind of try to push their tempo, which is kind of controlling the ball, pushing the ball up the field, and kind of capitalize on mistakes. Lansing United found two Ann Arbor uncharacteristic mistakes, turned him on the breakaway, and just used pace. And DeJuan Jones is an amazing talent.
Certainly was a very impressive flicked finish for the first goal. And in the end, it was very unfortunate there for Stephen Turnbull. Goals credited to DeJuan Jones. Kyle Breitmeyer looking to get one back. Ball floats just wide of the post. Good opportunity there from KB9. So far, it has been very even, but for those two moments, both of which Lansing United capitalized on. Well, it's a tough test here with right around 65 minutes or so remaining in this one. Plenty of time before halftime for AFC to try and get back into this match, though. Preno takes the free kick quickly, and he'll go to the left side.
I mean, when you try to watch this match, it's what you expect. Two of the better teams in Michigan kind of going back and forth, and you knew if someone makes a mistake in this game, they might be punished for it.
Lansing having a lot of joy coming down their right side thanks to TJ Ifadarati. It was his cross there that Turnbull turned into his own net. He had done well to get across the attacker. Just couldn't get his feet sorted out quick enough to try and sweep the ball past that near post. As the clouds clear, we will take a short water break here. Well, Fletch, if you're Coach Rudland and AFC Ann Arbor, what do you need to change, if anything, so far? Or is the message just continue the way you are?
A little bit of that, a little bit of change. They need to work on coming back to the ball a bit. Playing on turf for the entire season, then switching to grass is kind of a different texture, as you mentioned earlier. So the ball's not going to roll as fast. So if someone's playing a pass outside, maybe try to take a few more steps to come back to the ball. That last goal was just a pass outside that Lansing jumped on, and they were off to the races. And with terrain like this, you can't really have mistakes like that because, as Lansing's shown, they'll make you pay. They have the speed on the outside, and Dewanjo's up top to finish. So try to limit the small mistakes. If you're going to make a mistake, make a big one that the huge one. But none of these passes, or you just don't finish off.
Certainly does change the game plan and the playing style for AFC Ann Arbor. As we mentioned, of course, on those instances, just mistakes that Lansing were able to capitalize on, and now AFC Ann Arbor and Coach Rutland's men find themselves staring at a 2-0 deficit with about 20 minutes remaining in this first half of the Michigan Milk Cup final. As we see the men start to slowly make their way back out. Clouds have cleared, the sun is out, and it is ready to continue and get back underway. Couple of impressive opening 20 minutes or so for some of the Mighty Oak players. Zach Bisher has been good. Yuri Farkas seeing a lot of possession. Certainly seems to be the clear directive from Coach Rudland to attack down the left side. Perhaps because of the pace and speed on the right side for Lansing. Maybe as they try and push some men forward, Mighty Oak will be able to hit when they don't have all of the numbers back. In the end, any way will do for the Mighty Oak now. Play resumes. Breitmeyer gets his head to it. Now it's Montoya. He and Odiambo trying to link up. Breitmeyer steps in. He keeps possession and finds Bisher, who goes out to the left for Yuri Farkas. Yuri Farkas with a shot. Mwembia pushes clear. Ball scuffed. Montoya. Ball not cleared. In the end, it is swept away. Breno wins it, as Breno does keep it in play. Couldn't find a Mighty Oak teammate there, and Lansing will now look to break. This time it's Tyler Green coming down the right wing. Yuri Farkas getting all the way back to defend. Cross looking towards the back post. It's over the head of Turnbull. Costimani leaves it.
They got back this time, but that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. Those passes, if you're going to make a pass out wide, you need to make sure your teammate is going to get there, because otherwise Lansing's showing they're just going to keep cutting, shooting the gap, and making sure they beat you to the ball. And they've shown it, I think, now 3 or 4 times. If you do that, they're going to beat you to the ball and take it down the sideline. So
certainly has to be a little tighter from AFC Ann Arbor in that perspective. Ball rolls all the way through for Breno. He was looking to unlock Odiambo at the top. Stephen Turnbull cuts this one out as Bisher drops it back for Breno. Ball into the middle for Ibarra. Ibarra opts to go for Serjan Jihan. Cauley finds Bisher. Out for Breno. Breno in for Turnbull. Now it's Montoya in the middle. He and Turnbull on a different page on that instance. On that occasion, throwing for Lansing United. Mighty Oak a little rattled here after going down 2 in a space of 2 minutes. Ball comes all the way through. Nick Berry under no pressure will gather. Jack Cawley finds Ibarra. Ibarra dropping all the way back to pick it up and start things off for the Mighty Oak. Here's Jihan in for Montoya. Mighty Oak getting no time on the ball. Strong pressure from Lansing. As you see there, Fletch, it's not the first time we've seen the Mighty Oak pick up possession and have to drop 10, 15, even 20 yards before being able to find a teammate. Here's DeJuan Jones, sitting on a hat trick already. From here, it did look like Stephen Turnbull flicked it into his own net, but possibly it was the toe of Jones who doubled the advantage for Lansing.
I mean, the match is still really even if the scoreline is 2-0 to Lansing. Like, AFC and Arbor is getting their chances to take the ball up. It's just 1 or 2 small passes, ends up with the ball being turned over.
As you see Lansing trying to come down the left side. Ball not able to be kept in play there. It was Ebenezer Akin there trying to unlock the run. I believe it was Bay Kurtz going down the left wing. Pushing all the way up. Those are the opportunities that when the Mighty Oak can win the ball back and catch Lansing with some numbers out, they may be able to find a way back into this match on the score sheet through that route. Here is DeJuan Jones. Lansing United moving forward now. Jones into the middle. Ball goes out wide to the right side. It's Costimani. Shot comes in low. Berry saves. Nothing too troubling for Nick Berry. As Yuri Farkas looking to get the ball out on the left side. Berry waves him up forward though. Smart from the goalkeeper. Try and release a little pressure. Farkas and Jihan linking up. And in the end, Jihan is fouled. It'll be a free kick. As Leroy Nzagusi giving it away there, just inside of his own half. Good opportunity for AFC to try and capitalize. Farkas tried to go quickly. Montoya not ready for that one. Cawley was trying to find Serchan, does not connect with him. Nzagusi trying to get him behind. Cawley into the middle for Montoya.
I mean, this is Ann Arbor has to play. Just moving the ball, short passes. I don't think that was the best movement right there. Just short passes back and forth, trying to find an opening. Because Lansing will give you an opening if, like most teams, will give you an opening if you move the ball enough.
AFC certainly capable with the talent in that side to string a few passes together, play short, and find some of those spaces in between the lines. On that case, Montoya and Farkas linking up and not able to do anything too dangerous with it. Well, if you're Lansing United, you have to be happy with how the match is playing out so far, considering how even it has been between the two sides. Really just the two opportunities for Lansing, and they took both of them. Turnbull finds Breitmeyer. Into the middle for Montoya. Montoya had Farkas on the left. Bisher gets a foot on it. And now Lansing will look to come away with it. DeJuan Jones on the ball. Costimani finds the run on the right side.
Looks like there might be an injury near the back.
Shot comes in. As it looks like we may be taking another water break here. Montoya on the deck. Perhaps just out of sheer exhaustion at this stage with the temperature being as high as it is. Maybe also looks like he might have a cramp in his leg. Either way, we will take a brief break here.
As you mentioned earlier, if there is a team that can take a 2-0 deficit and tie it up in a matter of minutes, it is AFC and Arbor. Both these teams have quality up front. Both these teams have quality all around the field. Now it's just about AFC and Arbor making the smart plays to unlock Lansing's defense, and they started to. They just can't get the last pass in the final third going.
Certainly have the ability. When you look across that line between Brightmeyer and Farkas and Odiambo, plenty of pace. A couple of goal scorers for sure, not afraid of the big moments. So far, Fletch, there really haven't been any clear opportunities for AFC Ann Arbor to test Mwembia goal for Lansing United.
Yeah, and it's about finding that final pass. They'll make a bunch of great passes, get into the middle third, near the end, and just something will happen where they'll try a pass that's just not available. Their one shot I can really think of was...
And the referee has a red card out. Serchan Jihan feeling the crunch of that challenge. And it looks like it's Nzegusi who runs straight for the touchline. Well, that will certainly change things here for Lansing United. Leroy Nzegusi shown a straight red card for a challenge on Serchan Jihan. As you saw, it was Leroy Nzegusi has gone off with a red card, as it looks like it's Jake Rosen who's preparing to enter into the match for the Mighty Oak. Stephen Turnbull left the field with an injury. Rosen, the natural fit at right back. As the Lansing United players furious with the referee here. As it looks like the referee is saying that there was a clear stamp out from Nzegusi on Serchan Jihan. Jihan was certainly shaken up on the challenge. And now things get a little heated between the captain, Jack Cawley, and Stevie Puna of Lansing United. Cawley saying he was grabbed on the neck there. And now Cawley and Puna are in conversation with the referee. Jack Cawley shown a yellow, Stevie Puna shown a yellow.
That's fair. I mean, it's extracurricular, that's fair. They both got each other's faces. You need to get a yellow for that to calm down.
Referee certainly trying to maintain a handle on this match before tempers boil over. Fans, as we saw there right before the red card, Jake Rosen trying to make his way onto the field to replace the injured Stephen Turnbull. It looks like he's about to come in now. Referee calling that substitution back just as we saw the foul happen. As you see Stephen Turnbull over on the sidelines there, still limping around, certainly pulled up with something. Unclear what the injury was. And we do get back underway here, Fletch. A break of about 5 minutes or so there following the red card, the injury, and now a substitution. Jake Rosen is onto the field as you see him in possession there for the Mighty Oak. How does that change things if you're Lansing United going now from 11 down to 10 men, but still up 2 goals?
Well, Nzagousi was one of their people who's kind of starting their run on the right side of their field. So him off the field, it obviously hurts Lansing's attack, which is going to make them have to drop back a bit further, which should leave one big hole open for AFC and Arbor to exploit. If they keep making smart passes in the middle, they should find the hole. If they keep forcing a ball up and over into where Lansing wants the ball, it's not going to work. So they got to now take smarter passes, maybe take one of their defenders, kind of push them up a little bit more to add more pressure, to make Lansing have to tire them out on the defensive end.
Well, it's 2 games in a row now that we have seen AFC Ann Arbor playing against a team down to 10 men. This one not quite as early on as last weekend. Odiambo finds Bisher. Bisher trying to move at the top of the box. He's crowded off it though. Here come Lansing United. Puna finding Jones. He and Costimani working the ball out to the right side. Now it's Jones running through the middle. Breno sweeps clear as Jones was waiting in the wings to try and gather that one. We have seen matches where team goes down to 10 men and things suddenly shift and the play becomes even more open for them. Certainly with a 2-0 lead, you would expect Lansing to try and sink in a little bit more, but so far it seems like they're going to maintain that same game plan and stay on the front foot.
And to that point you just mentioned, I think when teams go down 10 and start playing more offensively, they kind of feel like they have nothing to lose at that point. It's kind of, we just got to keep throwing everything forward and whatever happens, happens. Usually, though, those are the teams that are down on the scoreboard. So I don't know how that's going to play here. I think if they're going to try to play more defensively, it might hurt them. But then again, that's why the sport's so great. You kind of have to watch stuff to see it play out as opposed to just going what's on paper.
On paper, you would certainly say that the team with 10 men has the disadvantage. And now it looks like there's a free kick for Lansing United, which is taken quickly going down the right wing. Breitmeyer forced to give away a corner kick. In the end, it looks like the ball was off to Juan Jones. So it will be a goal kick for AFC Ann Arbor. As we are into the final few minutes here of the first half. Here is the substitute, Jake Rosen. Very unfortunate to see Stephen Turnbull have to exit due to injury. Rosen, a very capable replacement for him on that right side. Here's Farkas finding Serchan Jihan. Jihan still hearing the boos ring out following that red card. Cauley into the middle for Montoya. Still Cauley. He drops it back for Yuri Farkas. Here's Breno. Ball worked out to Rosen. As you see, Rosen winning a throw in there. And fans, we will keep you posted as we are 45 minutes in here. When we have an update on stoppage time at the end of this half, you would expect a couple of minutes following the red card and injury substitutions.
It's got to be at least 3. got to be at least 3.
Well, it is a free kick here now for AFC Ann Arbor. It looks like it's Yuri Farkas over this one. It's taken short to the top of the box for Jake Rosen, who clips it into the path of Mark Ibarra. Possession still with AFC. Now it's Yuri Farkas. Plenty in the box, looks to cross it in. Trying to find the feet of Odiambo. It's pushed clear towards midfield by Lansing United. And we are into stoppage time now. Still no indication from the referee of exactly what will be coming. Bisher looks out to the left for Kyle Breitmeyer, who's switched over to that side. Here's Montoya, now Breitmeyer. Jihan with the header as Bisher cushions it down. Here's Breno, good spell of possession from the Mighty Oak to try and close out this half and maybe get something before the break. Here's Ibarra. Rosen drops it back for Breno. Now the big switch out to the left side for Serjan Jihan, who brings it down. Nice touch from Jihan. He has Breitmeyer with him. He'll use him. Here's Breitmeyer taking it towards the end line. Breitmeyer around the defender. In the end, it's a goal kick for Lansing United. Well shepherded there. Breitmeyer was making moves. Unfortunate for that move to come to nothing in the end for AFC. Into our second minute of stoppage time here. It is 2-0 for Lansing United as the first half of this Michigan Milk Cup final comes to a close. Again, it's uncertain exactly how much time is remaining. You would expect a minute or two more. Cawley wins a header, but in the end, Farkas had given away a free kick before. Well, Lansing United in no particular hurry to take this free kick now. Stevie Puna, sitting on a yellow card, was in conversation with the referee there. Michael Pimlott takes the free kick quickly and went short. Now it is Pimlott dropping it back for Tyler Green. Odiambo tried to step in and intercept there. Now it's Farkas putting some pressure on. And Odiambo trying to force Wembia to go long. He does. Breno cushions the header down for Rosen.
What a touch.
Excellent from Breno. Stapchinskis at the back for the Mighty Oaks so far. No real blame to be had on either goal. United just capitalizing when they had the opportunities. Bisher looking for Breitmeyer. Breitmeyer does get a touch on the ball. Can't bring it under control, though. Ball went out of play. And fans, we are 3 minutes into stoppage time now. Here is Breno. Surely one of the last opportunities of this first half for AFC Ann Arbor. Ball falls to the feet of Ibarra in the box. Ibarra clipping it in towards the middle for Montoya, the header. It's the first opportunity of the match. On the stroke of halftime, Montoya gets his header on target. Wembia, falling to his right, does well to gather and hold the ball. Nothing too dangerous, but a good move and positive signs for AFC Ann Arbor.
If they keep making plays like that, passing the ball short, finding people on the wing to bring the ball back in, they'll be all right. I mean, it kind of doesn't really help that Lansing, the player they lost, was more up front on offensively in terms of instead of being in the back, but it'll tire out the team and as a whole. If they keep making passes like that, you have to assume if they're going to keep getting headers like that in the box, they're going to start putting them in.
As you see, Odiambo clipping the player there, giving away a foul. It'll be a free kick for Lansing United on the left side. 4 minutes into stoppage time. Referee has a conversation with Odiambo about that particular incident. Nothing more, though. as Lansing look to get set to take this free kick and drop it back, and they do. With that, the referee closes this half. It's Lansing United on top 2-0 over AFC Ann Arbor in the Michigan Mill Cup final. Fletch, for Lansing and for AFC, how do you have to come out in this second half?
If you're Lansing, it's more of the same, more possession-based. You want to make sure you minimize where your hole is. Missing a player is always going to hurt. Again, like I said, though, it's better to be missing it in the front if you're ahead, more so than missing it in the back. For AFC Ann Arbor, you got to retool your passes. Stop really with the longer balls, kind of work the passes front, bring Lansing's defense to you a bit more, and then exploit them with passes to the side and into the middle. As we saw late in the half, the more AFC Ann Arbor started doing that, the more it started having some effect on Lansing. If there's a coach who can make a halftime speech, who can fix things, Eric Rudland's definitely it. So I think this will be still a really tight match going into the second half of the game.
Certainly should be. Fans, we are very happy to be able to bring this match to you. It is the Michigan Mill Cup final. As it stands at halftime, Lansing United with a 2-0 lead over AFC Ann Arbor. Fans, we are back here for the second half of this Michigan Milk Cup final. As it stands, Lansing United holding on to a 2-0 advantage thanks to 2 goals from Dewan Jones in the first half. There was a red card as well around the 35-minute mark for Lansing United. It was Leroy Nzegusi coming in hard with a challenge on Serchan Jihan. Referee ruled that he came in with his studs up, caught the top of Serchan Jihan's foot, and was shown a straight red card. Down to 10 men, AFC and Arbor started to get back into it a little bit at the end of the first half. As the sides are back out here and ready to go. There was one substitution. Due to injury, Stephen Turnbull forced to leave the pitch for the Mighty Oak. Jake Rosen coming on in his place. And as we get set, it is Lansing United and Stevie Puna starting things off here for the second half of this Michigan Milk Cup final. Puna drops it back, and we are underway. Half number 2. And despite the 2-0 deficit that Coach Rudland's men are looking at, it was certainly not all Lansing. It was a very even match. And fans, as we do get underway, I should bring to your attention one substitution for the Mighty Oak that did take place at the half. Kyle Breitmeyer making way. It is Azad Liadi, AZ, filling in on the right side now for the Mighty Oak. Very clear message from Eric Rudland that his men need to get back into this match quickly. AZ, a very attack-minded, wide player. And you see Jack Cawley looking to find AZ early on here. In the end, Anthony Mwembia comes out and gathers with no real trouble there. As he sends everybody forward. Odiambo stays in the middle. To remind you, throughout the lineup, Yuri Farkas on the left wing. Jordan Montoya playing in more of a number 10 position, a little bit farther forward ahead of his midfield partners, Zach Bisher and Mark Ibarra. At the back, it is Breno Stapczynskis, Serchan Jihan. As you saw Breno looking for the run of Farkas there, can't find him. Breno, Jack Cawley, Serchan Jihan, and Jake Rosen with Nick Berry in goal, finishing out the lineup for the Mighty Oak. Throw in for AFC. Tyler Green giving it away there. Here is Jake Rosen. Finds Montoya. His header flicked on towards Odiambo. Odiambo keeps possession and drops it back for Ibarra. Well, for Lansing United, Zach Tom has made his way onto the field now for the second half. As it looks like the remainder of that side remains the same. 2 banks of 4. And a striker for Lansing United is the formation for at least the start of this second half as Liadi goes out towards Farkas on the left side. Here is Farkas now. Dropping it back for Liadi. Liadi will have a strike, his curling effort. Nothing too dangerous for Mwembia in goal for Lansing. He rolls it out quickly. Nice header from Breno to find Mark Ibarra. He tried to flick it onto the path of Rosen. And in the end, Breno, in a physical battle there with Dewan Jones, wins the ball. Goes all the way back to the other side for Serchan Jihan. Upon further review of that red card, it did look pretty clear that studs were up and the challenge was a little too aggressive for the referee's liking. Seemed to be a pretty clear-cut foul and certainly a yellow card. In the end, the referee felt it warranted a red card. The decision stands. Bay Kurtz took the throw in there for Lansing United, but AFC win it back. It is another throw in for AFC now, as Liadi looks to take. He'll leave it for Rosen. Mark Ibarra moving through the middle, finds Odiambo. Odiambo trouble turning, drops it back. Here's Liotti. Liotti back for Rosen. Plenty of possession here to start the second half for the Mighty Oak. Jack Cawley found Serchan Jihan. In the end, Montoya plays the ball out of touch. Zach Tom looking to get on the end of this one for Lansing now. On the left wing. Rosen back to defend. DeJuan Jones in support. Cross comes in, cleared out by Ibarra. Corner kick for Lansing. Well, an opportunity potentially on the counterattack if the Mighty Oak are able to clean things up at the back here. But first, it's a corner kick for Lansing United. As it looks like it'll be Michael Pimlott back to take this one. 4 in the box for Lansing. 2 men flirting around the edge of the area. Cross comes in. Big header one. It's flashed over the top there. Well, good opportunity. In the end, it was Ebenezer Akin getting on the end of that cross. Wasn't able to direct it on target, though. Didn't trouble Nick Barry in goal for the Mighty Oak. Here's Ibarra. He looks in for Liotti down the right side, and Liotti, nice touch to keep the ball in play. Liotti dropping for Rosen. Rosen with a touch inside. He'll find Ibarra. Ibarra switching it out wide for Serchan Jihan, a little behind him. He'll get back together, though. Ibarra drops for Cawley. Here's Breno. Liotti with the call on the right side, does receive the pass from Breno and now tries to take it towards the end line. Ball cleared away. Bay Kurtz doing well. Rosen takes the throw in quickly, finds Bisher, back to Rosen. Liotti kept it in play on the end line but was offside first. It'll be a free kick for Lansing United. Anthony Mwembia looking to send a few men forward for Lansing. Again, as a reminder, we are 52 minutes in here. There was a red card. United have been reduced 10 men for the remainder of this Michigan Milk Cup final, which certainly has seemed to shift things tactically a little bit. We touched on it earlier. It's currently a 4-4-1 formation for Lansing United. Certainly a shift from the 5 in midfield they had to start this match off as Farkas links up with Montoya coming down the left. Now the Mighty Oak looking to make something happen here. Here's Montoya. Montoya cutting inside. We'll leave it off for Boisher. Bisher found Liotti. Here's Mark Ibarra. Ibarra cutting it onto his right foot to try and take the shot. It's deflected. Strange bounce. Odiambo was lurking. And in the end, Mwembia does well. Shot from Ibarra, took a deflection, put a strange spin on it, and almost left the door open for Odiambo to get a foot in. In the end, nothing came of it. Now here's Cawley for AFC as he spreads it out wide towards the touchline for Jake Rosen. Rosen looking for the run of Odiambo in behind. And in the end, ball is kept in play. Oh, not quite. It's a throw-in for AFC. Bay Kurtz trying to keep it in there. Ball ran a little long. Rosen dropping it back for Ibarra in the middle. Ibarra under no pressure at the moment. He finds Breno. Switch of play now into the middle for Cawley. He'll go out towards the left side for Serchan Jihan. Good movement here from the Mighty Oak. Here's Montoya still on the left. Montoya crossing it into the box. Nobody there. It's over the head of Odiambo, who was backing in. Mwembia comes out to gather. It's a low-driven goal kick from Wembia. He was looking for that run coming down the right side. Here's Bisher. Stapczynskis out towards the right side for Rosen, who finds Ibarra in the middle. Ibarra just a little bit too long. He had Liotti with him on the right side. Ball into the middle for Zach Bisher. He saw the run of Farkas, who called for it. The execution left Farkas a little wanting there. DeJuan Jones tried to find his teammate. Stevie Puna on the move there. Puna slipped and wasn't able to gather the ball. Lansing still keep it though. TJ Ifadarati there. Michael Pimlott involved in the middle. Farkas was trying to drop it into the path of Bisher, who takes a knock in the back, and he goes down. Free kick for AFC. Ifadarati there. Apologizes to Bisher for the bump, and we play on. Free kick was taken a little too quickly for the referee's liking, though. Ibarra and Bisher get things going again for AFC Ann Arbor. Well, we're seeing a lot of side-to-side movement here from the Mighty Oak. Trying to really stretch out this Lansing United team and create some opportunities at the back with one fewer man on the pitch. Serchan Jihan gets stuck in and wins the ball cleanly. Now there's an opportunity for a numbers advantage. Here's Yuri Farkas on the left side looking for the cross into the box. It's over everybody. It will fall to the feet of Rosen, though, who tries to hit it first time. Rosen got underneath that one, out for a goal kick. But again, you see the clear directive is trying to move the ball, change the point of attack for the Mighty Oak, and keep it in the channels. Cross came in from Farkas on the left side. Nobody at the back post. Ball ended up falling for Rosen. Good opportunity to try and put some numbers forward and get him in the box. Cauley wins the header. Liotti giving chase. And Liotti slipped and caught Bay Kurtz. Lansing United fans, you can hear, are livid. That wasn't another red card. And in the end, Liotti with the slip caught Kurtz from the back. He was shown a yellow card, Azad Liotti. Well, it is Michael Pimlott standing over this free kick. Bay Kurtzen. Plenty of choice words there for the referee. He felt it certainly should have been a red card on that occasion. Fans certainly wanted it as well. In the end, Liotti escapes with just a yellow. Rosen and Breno back playing defense there for the Mighty Oak. It's a throw-in for Lansing now. Tempers flaring here in Mason. Pimlott looking for the ball back through everyone. It was cut out by Cauley, and now Montoya tries to come away with it. Now it's DeJuan Jones. Had the run of Zach Tom. Breno and Cauley clean things up for AFC. Bisher goes out towards the right side for Azad Liotti. Liotti saw the run of Farkas, does try to find him. Wasn't able to connect on the switch. Well, Well, possession for the 15 or so minutes of this second half have been largely in favor of AFC Ann Arbor. Obviously the man advantage paying off in that category. So far, no real goal scoring opportunities in the second half. Only one so far on target from the Mighty Oak. The header from Montoya as the clock winded down at the end of the first half. Ibarra was looking to try and find Odiambo. Ball took a big deflection and Mwembia comes out to gather. He's been a busy man at the back for Lansing, Anthony Mwembia. But mostly just to help out with keeping possession. So far, as I mentioned, only the one real opportunity taken on his goal. And he did grab the header from Jordan Montoya. Well, it's a substitution now for AFC Ann Arbor, as it looks like it will be the Brazilian Caio entering into this one for Zach Bisher, who's had a pretty solid hour of play for AFC Ann Arbor. Caio factored very largely in the win for AFC Ann Arbor.
He replaces number 19, Zach Bisher.
As we do bring a halt to play on the hour mark for the substitution. Looked like we may stop for a water break there. In the end, play continues. Here's Breno. He'll find Rosen on the right side. Rosen cuts inside and looks to find Liotti going back out to the touchline. Ball's out for a Lansing throw, very deep now. Mighty Oak will leave some men forward. Caio slots into that same position as Zach Bisher. Right side of midfield alongside Jordan Montoya and Mark Ibarra. Breno wins the header and finds his compatriot Caio. In the end, ball's cleared. Here's Cawley now. He lays it into the path of Mark Ibarra. Plenty of close play here. Some strong pressure. And Zach Tom comes away with it now for Lansing United. Cawley gets back. Sweeping clearance from Cawley. Strong challenge to win the ball. Very clean. In the end, it looks like it will be a corner kick for Lansing United. Well, the interception was vital there from Jack Cawley. It's not clear if it's a throw-in or a corner, though it looks like the ball will go towards the corner flag. As Michael Pimlott makes his way over to take this one for Lansing United. Well, Zach Tom for Lansing was on the move there down the left side. Comparatively, maybe a foot shorter than Jack Cawley. Cawley standing at about 6'4". Very wide shoulders. Corner comes in from Lansing United. Header's going up, it's going in. Serchan Jihan back to clear it off the line with his head. Lansing United saw themselves going up 3 despite being a man down. In the end, the Mighty Oak do clear. Danger averted thanks to the interception from Serchan Jihan on the line. Jihan not one of the taller players in this lineup. Here is Stevie Puna trying to take it down. In the end, it is again Cawley, the captain, called into action. It's another corner for Lansing United. So it looks like Cawley a little worse for wear after that challenge. Well, he's back up. Looks like he'll be all right. And again, it is Michael Pimlott heading over towards the corner flag on this near side. Lansing with 4 in the box. We're able to win the last header. Certainly was a dangerous opportunity. Barry left in no man's land. Corner comes in again from Lansing United. Towards the same spot. Ball falls all the way through back forward the left side. And in the end, Pimlott was offside as his effort came in. Oh, the Mighty Oak handle that situation as well. Bakertz clears. Liotti was waiting in the wings there. As you see a little jawing back and forth between Bakertz there and Azad Liotti. Conversations continue between the two Kurt's still not happy about Liotti hitting him from behind earlier in this match. Liotti shown a yellow for that challenge. And still the two are chatting about something. Conversations we may never know. Now here's Odiambo. Odiambo tries to take a shot. Good effort. Only one of the few opportunities the Mighty Oak have had here this afternoon. As we are 65 minutes into this one, Odiambo saw some space and dragged his shot just a little bit wide of that near post, down towards Mwembia's right-hand side. Colley gets up to win the header well. Again, it's been strong in this second half from AFC Ann Arbor, despite the 2-0 deficit. Now here's Farkas. Farkas is bounced off the ball. No foul from the referee is given, though, as Lansing look to break now through DeJuan Jones, and Nick Berry forced to come about 35, 40 yards out of his goal, as he'll clear it out towards midfield. As it looks like there was a free kick given. Now it's unclear exactly what it was for. Perhaps there was a foul before Berry was able to get to it, but in the end, DeJuan Jones, the pace up top. Officially, it's unclear whether Jones was credited that second goal. Stephen Turnbull involved, did get his foot to it. It looked like from where we were sitting. Either way, Lansing have a 2-0 lead 65 minutes in here. And now Lansing have a free kick. Right side of the box, Pimlott to take. He looks towards the back post for Jones. Berry gets up well. Big frame of Berry gathers with no trouble. He was trying to unlock Ibarra. Coming down the right side in the end, he only finds Bay Kurtz. Kurtz plays it off Kyle. Little bump there after the fact, but it was off Kyle last. It's a throw-in for Lansing United. Zach Tom trying to link up with DeJuan Jones. Ball played through Liotti's legs, but he and Odiambo gain possession back for AFC Ann Arbor. Now it is Liotti going through the middle. As you see Lansing United trying to again unlock DeJuan Jones. Breno back to deal with it, and will lay it back into the path of Nick Berry. Here's Jake Rosen. Now into the middle for Ibarra. Ibarra was looking out towards the left for Yuri Farkas, who had tried to go through the center. Miscommunication there. Here's Ibarra. Now it's Kyle. AFC Ann Arbor back in possession. Yuri Farkas on the left. Rosen with a hand up. Got some space here on the near side. As Colley and Breno look to turn and bring it this way. Breno does find Rosen now and use him. Here's Ibarra back for Rosen. Into the middle for Kayo. Kayo looks to find Odiambo. Odiambo was fouled just on the edge of the box. It's a free kick for AFC Ann Arbor. Strong play from Odiambo there, getting his body in the way and earning the free kick. As you see Colley go over and grab the ball there. Colley will certainly like to have a hit on this one. We've seen him on a couple of occasions throughout this season, taking some of these dead ball opportunities. As you see, Yuri Farkas there also waiting possibly to try and put his name in the hat to take this one. Wall gets in place. It looks like 5 or... Yes, it is 5 at this moment in the wall for Lansing United. Wembia seems set. Cauley over it. Cauley goes to take it. Unbelievable save. Anthony Wembia. Cauley gets a curling free kick around the wall. It's a corner kick for AFC, and Anthony Wembia gets all the way over to his right post. Strong right hand to push the ball out. That was heading for the back of the net from the captain, Jack Cauley. AFC Ann Arbor trying to get back into this one. Now it's Liotti over the corner kick with Market near him. Liotti will put it into the mix. He goes towards the back post. Jack Cauley was waiting. Stevie Puna in the end wins the header. A little bump there between Cauley and Puna. Nothing intentional, though. Well, it looks like the referee was all over that one. It will be a free kick for Lansing United. Cauley did bump him on the header just a bit. He went over to apologize, and now it's Wembia back to take this one. Zach Tom, it looks like, also for Lansing United, had some sort of a muscle problem after that corner as we hit the 70-minute mark and take a brief water break. Fans, AFC Ann Arbor did come close there. Jack Cauley with an excellent free kick to get it around the wall, and on target it was curling and heading low towards that bottom corner on the right side of Mwembia's goal. Excellent leap there from the Lansing United goalkeeper to push that ball around the post. Certainly would have changed things here at Mason High School in this Michigan Milk Cup final. Well, if you're Lansing, certainly the message will be more of the same. Haven't been too many opportunities or spaces for the Mighty Oak to exploit here. And they've created a few opportunities for themselves as well. You saw Serchan Jihan just a few moments ago heading clear off the line. That ball was heading for the back of the net and could have been 3-0 for Lansing. In the end, Jihan's interception was enough, and the Mighty Oak were able to clear. Well, as we do take a look at that goal again, had an opportunity to review the footage, and it does look as though DeJuan Jones was involved, and whether he got a toe on it or not, only he will know, but he was certainly in the right spot and definitely affected, if not finished it. He certainly affected the way Turnbull would have been able to play that ball. In the end, it all counts just the same. It went over the line. And it is still 2-0 here for Lansing United. AFC Ann Arbor with right around 18 minutes or so, plus stoppage time to try and turn this one around and maybe get something here, as we see a substitution for AFC Ann Arbor. Serchan Jihan exiting, and it looks like it will be number 8, Brandon Katona, entering for the Mighty Oak. Here is Katona now. Katona playing sort of that wing-back position. Certainly a more attack-minded player than Jihan would be, though Jihan does like to get forward. Katona very clearly an attacking switch for Eric Rudland and AFC Ann Arbor. As it looks like Lansing United are set to make a substitution as well. Now it is a throw-in for Lansing United, and they will make the switch. as it looks like Tyler Green exiting for Lansing United. Tyler Green certainly very important position for Lansing United here today. Looks to be a like-for-like switch at right back. It's a corner kick now for Lansing. Well, Lansing are set to take this one. And it is Pimlott again over to take this one on the far side now. 4 in the box for Lansing. Corner comes in. It's over everyone, though. It'll go towards the backside. Kurtz with the ball back in. As Liotti looks to try and clear. He lets it run. Pimlott now again in possession, looking for the curling ball towards Juwan Jones. Breno clears it away, and Katona in the end does the job for AFC. Well, it was in the end John Freitag who came on for Lansing United to replace Tyler Green at right back. Plenty of action here for Lansing as AFC and Arbor try to break out. Liotti unlocking Jake Rosen heading towards this near side. Rosen saw Odiambo on the move. And in the end, Odiambo doing well to earn a throw in here for AFC and Arbor. Here's Kayo. Playing square for Montoya, who goes out towards the far side for Jack Cawley, who's moved forward. Jack Cawley drops it off for Katona. Katona with the cross into the box, looking for Liotti. Headed clear. Odiambo gets his body to it. Now it's Farkas. Farkas dropping for Rosen. Rosen back to Odiambo. Here's Montoya. Montoya goes for the shot. Well over from Montoya there. Well, it was a good spell of possession moving forward for AFC Ann Arbor. And in the end, Montoya playing in that number 10 role. Saw something he liked and went for goal. A little off with the execution. Not troubling Wembia in goal for Lansing. 78 minutes played. As it stands, it is still Lansing United 2, AFC Ann Arbor 0 in the Michigan Mill Cup final. As you see, Lewis Jones coming on for Zach Tom, the substitute. Had to be himself substituted after picking up a knock on that corner kick just a couple of minutes ago. As we have a break in play here, looks like another injury for Lansing United. This time it looks like it's Puna who's down. And as you see, a couple of the AFC and Lansing players heading over to try and get some water here during this brief stoppage. Looks like Puna is okay. He's back up and looks like he'll carry on in this one. Well, we should be in for a very interesting final 10 or 11 minutes here at Mason High School in the Michigan Mill Cup final. Down 2 goals, and AFC Ann Arbor will certainly need to get one quickly. We should see some space open up. And a high-tempo, fast-paced finish to this one. Here's Breno, 3 at the back now for AFC Ann Arbor, with Rosen and Katona playing wingback positions. Cross into the box looking for Liotti. Liotti did get his head to it. He felt a bump and went down. Referee says goal kick. Wembia in no particular rush to take this goal kick. Down to 10 men with a 2-0 lead. And now DeJuan Jones trying to get past Ibarra on the right side. Ibarra doing excellently well to get a foot in. Kyle comes back to gather. Here's Katona. Katona plays in for Odiambo. Odiambo has a look out to the right side for Rosen. Rosen takes it off the chest. Nice touch around his defender. Here's Jake Rosen. Rosen with the cross towards the back post, looking for Katona. Little bit long. And again, the execution just not there from AFC Ann Arbor. Jake Rosen was well spotted on the right side by Chris Odiambo. And in the end, it is Odiambo who has to go back and gather the ball there. As we are into the final 10 minutes here of this Michigan Milk Cup final. New format for the tournament this year, not points-based. And it's certainly been another successful edition of this tournament. Well, it's a throw in here at midfield for Lansing United. Yuri Farkas coming away with it in the middle now. Farkas used the outside of his boot to find Jake Rosen coming down the right side. Here's Rosen. Drops it back for Farkas. Farkas into the middle for Kayo. Kayo moving past a few. Kayo looks to have a shot, deflected. Puts it back into the path of Rosen. Rosen is looking to find Odiambo. Still Kayo now. Kayo drops it in for Breno. Breno to Farkas. Farkas into the middle for Odiambo. Stevie Puna comes away with it. He and DeJuan Jones the furthest forward, and the ball's going to fall for DeJuan Jones here. DeJuan Jones is onside, and it's 2-on-0. DeJuan Jones against Nick Berry. The shot, it's off the post. Well, it could have been 3-0 there. As DeJuan Jones, with 2 goals already in this one, you would have bet on him for the hat trick. In the end, the post, AFC Ann Arbor's best friend, Odiambo coming off, and it's Moko Watson making his way into this one, trying to add a little metal for the Mighty Oak in midfield. We may even see Moko Watson push a little further up. A couple of late-headed goals this season from Moko Watson. Well, it was a good match from Odiambo. He wasn't able to get on the ball too many times. Up top, Yuri Farkas looks out towards the right side for Rosen. A little too close to Mwembia, though. Ball sent long. It does hit the feet of DeJuan Jones, who, with a nice turn away from his defender, takes it out towards the left side now. Here's the substitute, Lewis Jones. Looking back in for DeJuan Jones. Couple of step overs. Ibarra got the deflection, and in the end, held off Jones so Barry could come and gather. Now it's Breno. Breno keeps it in play on the right side. Here's Rosen, back to Breno. Ball over the top, was looking for Watson. Watson has taken up that position as the lone striker for AFC Ann Arbor for the final 8 or 7 minutes here. Mighty Oak have to move quickly now. Here's Cawley. Cawley into the middle for Farkas. Farkas and Kayo link up. Kayo goes out towards the left wing. Here's Brandon Katona. In for Montoya. Touch away from the defender. Possession still for AFC. Jack Cawley switches it out towards Breno. Breno has a look, goes short for Kayo. Kayo now out to the right side. Here's Rosen. Rosen's been dangerous on that side, looking across for Montoya. It's off a Lansing head last. It'll be a throw-in for AFC. As one of the Lansing players is down there. Looks like it's TJ Ifadarati. Who either through exhaustion or cramp perhaps is down now. As the Mighty Oak will wait for this throw-in to come. Well, it looks like when play does resume, it will be Jack Cawley to try and launch this throw into the box. In the end, it does look like it's a leg cramp for Ifadarati. We are into the 86th minute here of this Michigan Mill Cup final. If Ifadarati gets back up gingerly to his feet here. Doesn't look too serious, but he does have to walk off under some assistance. As Lansing look to prepare a substitution. But until that substitution comes in, Lansing will be down to 9 men on the field. Here's Ibarra in the middle. Ibarra from distance has a shot. It's blocked by Himlot, excuse me. Barry came all the way out to keep possession for the Mighty Oak. Here's Kayo. Kayo in for Liotti. Now Liotti moving down the left side. Still Liotti. Liotti getting into the box. He's tripped up. Referee points to the spot. It looks like it'll be a penalty kick for AFC and Arbor. In the 87th minute, Liotti making moves coming down the left side. Gets clipped in the box, and the referee points for the spot as Yuri Farkas grabs the ball and heads to take this one. Well, Mwembia faces his toughest test here this afternoon against Yuri Farkas from the penalty spot. Mwembia's been excellent so far. Mighty Oak with their first real chance of the day and of this final. Yuri Farkas. Game on for AFC Ann Arbor. It's 2-1. And we are in to the 88th minute here. Well, the Mill Cup final is alive and well for AFC. With a man advantage, they have one goal back. The penalty kick was won by some great wing play from Azad Liotti. The opportunity was buried by Yuri Farkas. It's 2-1. Well, a little false start there on the kickoff. Lansing do get it underway the second time. Himlot looking long. Nick Barry comes out to gather, and now the Mighty Oak really have to move with just a few minutes remaining. Here's Kayo. Now Katona. Back for Cawley. Cawley goes all the way back to Barry. Now it's Ibarra moving towards midfield. He goes back for Kayo, who's the furthest outfield player back for AFC Ann Arbor. Kayo out to the left for Jack Cawley. Here's Katona. Katona's been a threat for AFC since coming on, replacing Serjan Jihan. Kayo puts it into the mix for Yuri Farkas. Yuri's not able to get full control of it, and now DeJuan Jones. It's one-on-one between Jones and Ibarra. Now it's Stevie Puna. Referee points to the spot. And it looks like between Breno and Mark Ibarra, the referee sees something he doesn't like. It's a penalty kick now for Lansing United and an opportunity to really put this Michigan Mill Cup final to bed. as we are into the 90th minute here. Lansing waiting for a substitution, and you would expect it would be DeJuan Jones. In the end, it's not. Looks like it will be Stevie Puna stepping up to take this one. He won it himself. And he's certainly feeling confident to hop up, grab the ball, and head straight for the spot to take it himself. Nick Berry sees something he doesn't like, and he'll point it out to the referee. Certainly would be, you'd have to imagine, a final nail in the coffin for AFC Ann Arbor. It is Stevie Puna. Puna to take. Puna right at Berry. Berry saves it. And in the end, Stevie Puna pounces on the rebound. It's 3-1 Lansing United in the Michigan Milk Cup final, as Puna heads over towards the fans to celebrate. Well, you have to applaud the effort from Nick Berry in goal for AFC Ann Arbor. It was a weak penalty in the end. Puna putting the ball with not a lot of power low and to Berry's right. Berry doing exceptionally well to save it. But in the end, Puna quick to pounce on the rebound. And now we are into stoppage time here. As it looks like Stevie Puna will jog over to talk with the referee, who will show him a yellow card for jumping off the field of play to celebrate that goal. And it was his second yellow card. Stevie Puna will head off for Lansing United. And now, with stoppage time only remaining in the Milk Cup final, Lansing United are down to 9 men. And it looks like the substitution for Lansing will come for DeJuan Jones, following Stevie Puna being sent off. Very unusual to see a player score and get a second yellow for celebration. In this case, that is exactly what's happened. Montoya now looks to find Liati. Still a 2-goal deficit, but United now, Lansing United, are down to 9 men for the remainder of this one. Liati with the ball into the box, looking for Cauley. Little over his head, ball will fall for Breno. Now it's Kayo. Kayo still gets a toe to it. Cauley turns on the volley. Not far away from Cauley, it's a goal kick. Time running out for AFC Ann Arbor. Well, Mwembia has certainly been one of Lansing United's best players on the field today. Foul given away there after Mwembia's goal kick. And Nick Berry will come all the way out to take it as AFC Ann Arbor send everything forward. Berry a little loose with where he's positioning that free kick. He takes it short for Ibarra. Ibarra looks to find Jack Cauley on the side of the box. A little too close to the defender there. Kayo shielding the ball now, drops it back to Berry. Berry playing as a sweeper now. Ball comes into the box from Berry. Breno with the header on, still Breno. Breno tries to bring it down and have a shot, it's deflected. And Lansing United will clear all the way back. Nick Berry, the farthest man back, has to get to it. And in the end, he does do, as he looks to find Kyle and set things off for AFC Ann Arbor again. Berry joining the attack, as Kyle finds Mark Ibarra on the right side. Everybody forward for AFC Ann Arbor. Jack Cauley getting into the mix. Cauley gets a punch in the head, and the referee points to the spot. It's another penalty kick for AFC Ann Arbor, as Jack Cauley took a fist to the side of the head. Well, it looks like Mwembia, unclear if he'll see red, came out to punch, and in the end missed the ball altogether. It's a yellow card from Wembia. As again, you see the Lansing United players in conversation with the referee, unhappy with the decision. It's a second penalty kick for AFC Ann Arbor and a third penalty kick in the final 10 or so minutes here of this Michigan Milk Cup final. As you see Cawley bounce back up, he certainly took a shot there from Wembia. In the end, it's Farkas again to try and grab his second from the spot. And with an unclear amount of stoppage time remaining, maybe give AFC Ann Arbor some hope here in this one. A crazy finish to the Michigan Milk Cup final. It's Farkas over it. Well, it was a strong leap from Cawley. Here is Farkas. Farkas sends Mwembia the wrong way, and it is 3-2, and the game is on again for AFC Ann Arbor. As the men in white streak back, Farkas gets his second from the spot in the space of about 10 minutes. And now Lansing United down to 9 men for however much time remains. We'll have to try and close this one out defensively. AFC Ann Arbor refusing to quit in this one and trying to send this to extra time if they can manage a late equalizer. Substitution for Lansing United, as it looks like Michael Pimlott makes way. And again, there's a false start there. A lot of pressure from AFC Ann Arbor. Ball cleared only as far as Breno, and now the Mighty Oak. Unclear if it'll be their last opportunity to attack. Here comes Breno. Everybody with him, including the goalkeeper, Nick Berry. Kayo looks to send a ball into the box towards Cawley again. Cawley leaps well and gets to it. Keeper's out of goal. And there was an offside called. Mwembia was left well out of his goal there after Cawley beat him to the header. And now Mwembia back to take. Mwembia sends it long. Breno tries to get to it. And in the end, Kayo sweeps it clear. It's a throw-in for Lansing United. Breno plays it out of touch. Throw-in comes in. Lansing head for the corner. And it's a goal kick now. Still, it's unclear as we are in the 8th minute of stoppage time. How much time remains in the Michigan Milk Cup final? Nick Berry takes the goal kick quickly. Here's Ibarra. And the referee brings this one to a halt after an unbelievable effort from AFC Ann Arbor. 2 goals from the spot in the final 10 minutes, not enough. As Lansing United are the 2018 Michigan Milk Cup champions. As you see a little scrap here at the middle of the field. Well, it was a heck of a match. And an especially crazy final 10-15 minutes here at Mason High School. It finishes here. Lansing United 3, AFC Ann Arbor 2. We'll recap the goals for you. It was DeJuan Jones who put Lansing United up early on in this one on the 20-minute mark. And then just a few moments later, it was DeJuan Jones again involved. Unclear if he got the final touch. Either way, ball ended up in the back of the net. It was 2-0 Lansing United for the majority of this one. As we approach the final 10 minutes or so, Yuri Farkas won a penalty kick, or rather it was Azad Liadi who won it and Farkas who scored it. Lansing United moved up to the other end of the field, and it was Stevie Puna who won himself a penalty kick, which he converted after Nick Berry saved the initial shot. He converted the rebound. In the end, during the celebrations for Puna, he received his second yellow card for leaving the field of play and was sent off, the second red card in this one for Lansing United, down to 9 men. And in the end, after some long pressure from the Mighty Oak, Jack Cawley got a punch to the side of the head, earned the Mighty Oak a second penalty kick. Yuri Farkas again stepped up to convert, but it wasn't enough. As you see now, Lansing United lifting the trophy for the Michigan Milk Cup. Fans, there you have it. Lansing United, your 2018 Michigan Milk Cup champions. Fans, it has been a pleasure to bring this one to you here from Mason High School. I'd like to thank Fletcher Sharp from Midfield Press for joining us. Fans, we will leave you here with the images of Lansing United as the 2018 Michigan Milk Cup champions. I'm Michael Kruzma. Thank you so much for joining us. And we will see you next year for the next edition of the Michigan Milk Cup.